What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with another top 5 for you guys, and today we're taking a look at the top 5 places to spawn Tubby enemies in Borderlands 2. These are my favorite spots for hunting down those cute little chunky enemies full of legendary and sometimes pearlescent loot. So let's just jump right into it.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5 is the Unassuming Docks. Now, to really get the most out of this farm, I'd actually recommend that you start at Flamerock Refuge and exit the area through the door to the Unassuming Docks. That way you spawn at this door every time you save and quit. Now, what makes this farm so good for Tubbies is that it's really quick to see if you have any. Once you load in, take a look over the hill to your left and you'll see a rock golem fighting 3 skeletons. Each of those skeletons has a chance to be a Tubby. In addition, directly in front of you when you spawn in will be 3 more skeletons who have a chance to be Tubbies as well. But don't just stop there. This farm also has one of the best and easiest chest runs in the game to nab yourself some great Tiny Tina Assault and Dragon Keep specific class mods, which are often some of the best class mods in the game. Simply go up the stairs in front of you when you spawn, either killing or running past the skeletons there, and just past the door in the house to your right is a chest. Open it and collect your loot, then jump over the hill and take the dock to your left to get to the next chest. Just follow the path that I'm showing you in this video, jump onto this ship and get the final chest. Open it, loot it, save and quit. Repeat this as many times as you would like.
Number 4.
Coming at number 4 is FROSTBURN Canyon. This is one of my main go-to farms for my Tubby Tuesday series, and for good reason. Lots of spider ants means lots of chances for one of them to be a Tubby. Just take the route that I'm showing you as if you're headed to fight Scorch, and along this path I estimate that you'll have well over 50 total spider ants, which means a lot of opportunities for them to spawn as a Tubby. But in addition to that, you have other things that make this a good farm. You can add Scorched into the farm to get a chance at a legendary Hellfire SMG. You can check the chests in the area for potential loot midgets. You will also get a free Lasco SMG from this puddle every time you come through here. You can even grab a free chest and have a chance to fight Incinerator Clayton to drop a Pyrophobia, if you've done the quest to get him to spawn, that is. All in all, this run will take upwards of 10 to 15 minutes per run, depending on your gear and skill levels, but it is a pretty relaxed, easy way to look for Tubbies.
Number 3.
At number 3, the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve. The easiest way to look for Tubbies in this area is to spawn in and run around the corner. If you don't see one, you can save and quit and reload for another chance. But I prefer to check this area, making sure to shoot down the egg sacs in the trees to look for midgets who can also spawn from those, and then go up the ramp toward Mordecai's cave and then look down to the left to see if any of those are Tubbies. But if you want to make this farm much more lucrative, I would actually recommend skipping this area completely and going to the Wildlife Annex. Once you enter there and then leave, the annex will allow you to spawn at the annex door each time, and from there you can go out the door and to the left to look for Tubby Skags, Tubby Rack, Pimon and Tumba, and then you can also jump up the waterfall and kill a couple waves of robots in that area, and then go through there toward the place where Bloodwing was being kept, and then in that one room to the right of that area there is 4 boxes, and if you've done Doctor's orders and not picked up the mission things, then those 4 brown boxes have a chance to spawn loot midgets. So again, the fastest way for this area is the first way, load in at the beginning, look around Mordecai's cave, but the more lucrative way is the second way. If you don't have the annex available to you, however, join my Discord. There's a link down in the description, and in my looking for help section, ask someone there if they have the annex and have them invite you to their game. Once you have entered the annex, it will permanently be unlocked on your game as well.
Number 2.
Coming in at number 2 is the Dust. One of my favorite places in the game in general, the Dust is often the best place for Tubby farming since you get to it so early in each playthrough. Most people's preferred route is just to spawn at Ellie's garage, go behind the garage, and run through the zone back there. However, my personal favorite approach is to start at Friendship Gulag. Now you run down the short hill from there to the vehicle station and grab a car. Drive to the sign right in front of the vehicle station and 3 spider ants will spawn, giving you your first chance at Tubbies. From there, head over toward Boot Hill where Gettle and Mobley will spawn at the church. If you have the Bandit Barrel technical, you can jump this mountain as a shortcut, but you can also just park here and take the ledge around this area as well. If you have beaten the Good, the Bad, and the Mordecai mission, then you can farm Gettle and Mobley as part of the farm, giving you a chance for a legendary Varuk and or a Lyuda along the way. From there, you can drop over this ledge, head to your left looking in the distance to see if the Black Queen spawned in. If so, she's great for XP and also has a chance to drop the legendary Nukem rocket launcher. After that, follow the path heading toward Ellie's garage for another 15 to 20 spider ants along the way. This one, much like the FROSTBURN method, is a pretty relaxing, pretty easy route, Great for a lazy weekend day when you just want loot.
Number 1.
Finally, at number 1 is the most efficient, easiest, and all-around fastest way in the game to get Tubbies, the ARID MEXUS Badlands. Now, the downside of this one is that you need to be nearly done with your playthrough before this area is unlocked. But, once you get here, you can grind out some serious XP, lots of potential Tubby skags, and even a few loot chests if you want to add that into the mix. So, the fastest and most efficient method is to load into this area, run up the hill and go behind this container, shoot over the hill at the skags in the slag pool to draw their aggro. Then, check the skags on the top area, this plateau area, and if you don't see a Tubby there, just jump over the hill to the left and look through those skags there. If you don't get one in that area, save and quit and reload. However, if you're on console, the load times are a bit more extreme, and as such, I would actually recommend continuing the run from there up the hill toward TK Baja's place, then around the corner and down the hill as if you're headed to fight Bonehead, but from the back route. After making this run, you can also kill Bonehead and grab the chest here with a bit of jumping, then turn off the breaker box and grab the chest in Dr. Ned's place. And if you want to add a third chest to the mix, you can head toward where you'd fight Saturn and jump onto the roof to get another chest. You can also add Saturn to this farm if you want to try and get yourself a hive or a invader sniper rifle. But again, if we're simply hunting Tubbies, then just do the first zone or two, save and quit and repeat. And that makes the best Tubby spawning method in the game. During the Hunt 2017 and the Hunt 2018, this was the preferred method for most everybody to look for Tubbies. So there you have it. That is my top 5 locations for Tubby farming, with a few other pieces of loot farming and chest locations tossed in for good measure. If you have any other locations you'd like to share, let us know in the comments section down below. If this video was helpful to you, then please take a second and hit that like button, as it really helps me out. And then also hit subscribe if you're new here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.